Okay, so a full day of riding yesterday, breaking trail out on the lake and back, 20 miles worth of running and a lot of slow going through the bush. About 13 or 14 liters in fuel here, so not bad considering the machine is not broke in at all. So I've been thinking about the Otter sled here and the durability of the bottom. So there's a couple options. They sell a kit with runners that just go on the bottom, nylon runners, but it's about 110 bucks for that kit. I also conveniently have here in the garage a set of cross-country skis that I've used once in the last 7 years. And I noticed that my skis have the Arctic Cat green on them. So an option would be to just remove the boot housing and cut some blocks and mount a couple of skis on that sled. So I'm really contemplating doing that. We'll see. Okay, so I just got back from the dealer and I ended up buying the nylon slider kit for the Otter sled. You can see here, mine is the Magnum sled, so it takes the 55-inch runners, and there's 6 runners in the kit, $110, but I get a pretty good discount having just bought the machine, so essentially I don't pay any tax, so I ended up just grabbing one. And the reason I did that was twofold. Putting those skis on that sled would mean I would have an even harder time fitting the sled in the back of the vehicle, which is how I'm going to transport that sled. The other reason is I don't want to drill a bunch of holes into the bottom of the sled that I may end up regretting later if the skis, if they're getting knocked off or any damage or anything like that. Then I've got holes in the bottom of my sled that I don't want. This way here, you're putting on the nylon runners, and once they're wore out, you're going to replace them. You're going to reuse the same holes. So I just figured that was the way to go. And one more thing, I ended up purchasing an adapter. It's a 12-volt lighter plug adapter, which the machine has the slot right on the dash to plug your helmet in. So I had to get one of these. They're not cheap either, guys. 20 bucks for one of those, because I've ordered a new helmet, a heated visor helmet as well. Hey, look what else came in the mail today. My new heated visor Winter Bell MX-9 Adventure snowmobile helmet. So this thing features a dual layer heated visor and a breath box for winter snowmobiling. The only problem I can see so far is that this is not adjustable. The inside mask, there's no wire or anything to bend it to the shape of your face. So air is going to escape out here and possibly fog up the visor, but we won't know until we try it. It fits fantastic though. The other issue I have is glasses. If you're a glasses wearer, the pads are so thick on here, it makes it very hard to get your glasses on. How's that for a color match? Not bad. I've been skidooing for 25 years without a heated visor. It's never bothered me before, but the new machine, because it has that plug right on the dash, I thought it's time for a new helmet and we'll try it out, right? There's nothing like playing with new toys. Also, this kit came, the helmet comes with a wire that you can hook directly onto your battery. So what I may do is run this, I think the battery is under the seat on the new sled, and I'm going to run this back for the second driver. So we'll actually have 2 connectors, one right on the dash, which uses that new 12-volt adapter that I purchased, and then the second person will be able to just plug in directly to this, run right off the battery. Oh, I don't know what I've gotten into here, guys. Look at this. Oh, this is going to be a time-intensive, and it looks like a 2-man job, really, because you're going to be screwing through here and then trying to put a bolt through the bottom. Pretty much what I figured. Can anybody say 2-man job? I just want to put one of my kids under the trailer with wrench in hand, and every time they see one of these come through, insert a nut and just let me zip it on there. This is just, it's a nightmare for one guy. every time. Okay, I literally just spent 25 minutes trying to get this runner hammered into here. It would not go. I tried all the other sticks that I had, would not go. So guess what? We got the grinder out and I made it fit. So just be warned that when you're putting this thing together, it's not easy. Okay, go ahead and drill this one. I recruited a helper. This is much easier. Perfect. Like I said, this job is easy when you got a helper. When it's a two-man show, nothing to it. I was about ready to give up when I was working by myself, so thanks, dear.
You're welcome.
Well, that's the second one in a row that wouldn't fit, and seeing as I've already got the grinder out, I'm not screwing around, so we'll just do this as quick and easy as we can. Power tools. So there it is, guys, finished. All you need is 110 bucks and 3 hours of your time. I could have did it in an hour if my helper had been here the whole time, but she was here for a little bit, got cold and buggered off, so I ended up finishing the last 2 strips by myself again. So very tedious for one person to do. I also ordered a cargo net to go over the top, and it came in today. So let's take a look at how it looks, and we may have to drill a couple holes for the hooks to go in around the outside, but let's take a look. 21 bucks on Amazon, guys. You get a whole whackload of hooks, and I believe it was a 4x6 cargo net. There it is, perfect. That will easily stretch over the sled. Just going to drill some holes in the top lip here to put some hooks in. So then if we just click the rope through, and then we click it through the back of the sled. I am happy with that. So I ended up doing 1 in each corner, 1 in the center, and 2 on each side. And they're all removable with those quick hooks. So that'll hold down all my gear nice, and I'm gonna put a tarp in there, and I'll throw all the fishing gear in a tarp, roll it up, bungee it, and then we'll put the cargo net over top, and won't lose anything along the way. For 21 bucks for that cargo net, that's the way to go, I think. And here's the last piece that came in today, the Kimpex mud flap. So I just got to screw that on and we'll be done, good to go. Well, the light is fading, but I switched to 2 bolts and 2 screws. That baby is not coming out of there ever. So I had 2 nuts and bolts left from the trailer job, so we used those on the outside, and 2 more screws on the inside. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I've got a garage of tools to clean up, but the trailer's ready to go, the sled is ready to go, and in the next video, hopefully, we'll be out fishing.